Hello and welcome to another great episode of the Weekly Report Live with me, Faraji Kevin. I hope mko sawa, mmetulia. It has been a very good week. Many parts of the city kumeanza kunyesha. It's raining hapa kule, baridi kidogo, but then also bado kuna kajoto in major parts of the town and major parts of the nation. But otherwise, it's been a good week, a silent one, an easy one. Hakujakuwa na mambo mingi, drama mbili tatu kidogo hapa kule, and that is now why we are here on the Weekly Report Live, so that we want to dissect the show, the week, tuangalie mambo ambayo yamekuwa kufanyika katika town. Now, on the show today, we have our guest on the show, jamaa mwenyewe anaitwa MC Allandoz aka Brayo. MC Allandoz aka Brayo. He's an MC, MC wa corporate events, any kind of event, Boda sasa tunataka kwa MC vile mtenda kufanya jambo zingine huko hivyo, hizo zingine hajui, lakini he's an MC, he's an actor, a very renowned actor in this country. Huyu ni yule MC ukiangalia hapo kwa picha, ni yule MC mwenye akikuja kwa harusi yako, kama unampatia kazi kwa harusi yako, apart from delivering and making sure the job is done, he'll also make sure that the food is also finished, because he does not want you to waste food and vitu kama hizo. Ni mtu ambayo anakusaidia both sides. Chakula anamaliza na pesa yako pia atachukua. He's quite expensive, lakini mkiongea ni mtu tu mzuri. Allandoz, how are you doing? I hope nimeongea vizuri ama nimechoma.
Umeongea vizuri.
Karibu to the show. How are you doing? Karibu to the show.
Thank you so much, Faraji. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Thank you for this opportunity. Tuongee na Wakenya and tujue what's been going on, and I want to thank you for, of course, having me on this great show and platform.
It's an honor to have you, Bana. It's an honor to have you. Tell us, right now you're one of the familiar faces and a very known actor. Umugoki act called The Real House of Kangware. That is just to mention one of the shows that very many people wanakujua from. And also, in fact, before talking about acting, let's talk about you as an MC. What are the kind of events that una MC? What kind of events that you MC?
Okay. Yeah. So first and foremost, my name is Brian. For wale wana watchingi Real Houses of Kangware. But my official names are Alan Kisali. I'm ukipenda Allandoz, MC Allandoz. So Brian is an acting name, MC Allandoz is for the MC, and official name is Alan. Sijui kama unanisikia?
Nakusikia vizuri sana, nakusikia vizuri kabisa.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. So yes, I'm an all-round MC. I do corporate events, as you mentioned. I also host club events, that is Hype Man. And I also do activations. Anything that involves a microphone, you will find Brayo there as an MC.
Wow, that's a good one.
That's a congregation and a microphone, yes.
Hey, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. Now, about acting. Mbona wanakupatia tu roles zenye zinakaa tu, yani either wewe kwanza, that's where the name Brayo came from, Nyinyi ndio mnafanya mabrayo wote wanakuwa stigmatized, Why?
I think pia that is the same question nafaa kuuliza ma director, because naona pia wanakuwa biased, because ever since Brayo was introduced,
yes,
sijaipiga role ya uko ile sasa leo umsa ametulia hana mambo, nipewe role tu poa, either ka daktari pale, inakuanga tu ni vita. So all along, I don't know, maybe because nilipiga fiti nikaitake hiyo role nikakimbia nayo. So every time when any directors or casting directors see me, wanaonanga this is Brian. Apparently that is the same character nilikastiwa kwa Disco Matanga. Unfortunately.
Exactly.
Because when I approached Awinja, akaniambia Disco Matanga season 1 already shatoka, so let's wait for season 2, because I'm a Luya, she's also Luya, so we come from the same area. And I was like, we've ever done such a show back then in Quinito Comedy Club. It was a Luya mini-series segment.
Yes.
So already I have that, I can play the role. So niliona wanaongea Kimaragoli and they're shooting in Vihiga, was like, I can also take part in this show. So surprisingly season 2 came, naambiwa ni aje, tokea kidogo kidogo, nauliza uko na suti uko na tai uko na official kidogo, najiuliza kwani Waluya siku hizi wanapiga chunde naambiwa sasa utakuwa conman pale Mso Insurance. Niko zile za okay
Wow, again.
ni sawa ni sawa, wacha tuipige because sasa mshamua Brayo, wacha uconman ichape tuiende nayo.
Wow.
Lakini I enjoyed and I'm not complaining either way.
Yeah.
At least it's good because I've mastered the character well. The fact that anybody who sees me as Brayo knows this person can deliver this kind of character. So
Yes.
character Bible wise, I can't complain.
Nice.
I take it as it comes. Yeah.
Nice. Viewers, let us show you one of the videos that ini akiwa pale Real House of Kawangware. Let me play.
Kaboom! Finally ameshika simu. Nakusikiza? Sikuwa na Joeni mtu wa tamaa hivyo.
Oji, kama uko na biashara nyingine ya kuniambia, sema saa hii.
I'm sure niko na kagako fulani umekuwa ukisakanya.
Wewe ndio ulichukua huo demu?
Ni biashara mtu wangu. Lakini usipocheza poa, itakuwa madhara kwa demu.
Anaingilia wapi kwa hii biashara yetu?
Sasa huyo ni Saint Brayo anaongea. Ashikanishi hiyo risto. Nakwambia Brayo usipojenga zangu, itakuwa madhara kwa demu.
All right. Well, that is Brayo over there. Hapo ni akiwa pale Real House of Kawangware. Sasa wacha tuone akiwa now at the current show right now that is actually doing iko sasa season 2 going to season 3. Sijui kama imeisha ukweli ama imeisha. Brayo atatuambia. Haya, now this is Brayo at Disco Matanga.
Hey, huko ni mahali pana. Unasema mimi. Unasema nini wewe? Bro, haujui Spider ni nani? Mimi kitu ya kwanza nafanya nikipata hii pesa nitasimamia Zimbabwe. Na wewe nakuulizaje? Ulipiga hesabu hapa kila mtu anakula ngapi? Pesa yote inatoka ngapi?
Well, kama bado mna maintain kwa ile premium ya 20k, hatuwezi kosa kitu kama 27 million.
27 million.
Pesa mzuri hiyo. Sasa shida ni moja. Hii mboka mmepiga watu wengi. Unaona mngepiga watu wawili ama watatu maximum. Kila mtu angeenda na dopo nyumbani. But hizo haina shida. As long as kila mtu atapata yake, iko sawa.
Lakini jueni mjanja, si tunaweza unda hii maneno ikuwe ni mimi na wewe.
Shundu. Nilikwambia ukitaka kuniambia kitu yote, niambie.
Okay, tusemee mchezo ikuwe ni mimi na wewe. Tucheze hii kitu, alafu tuone tu venye tunaweza chukua hii pesa kutoka kwa Mbuzi. Si unajua sasa hii ndio next of kin.
Very good. Hiyo ni swali poa sana. Swali nzuri. So kitu tutafanya, unajua lazima kuwa na process hivi. As long as tutakuwa na hiyo pesa ya medical report na tukue na death certificate. Alafu kuna kitu nimesahau.
Oya,
Izianu.
unasemaje?
Izianu.
Kila kitu iko sawa?
Bani hiyo story yako ni damu. Sasa kitu ilikuwa na
All right. Izianu.
Amesema kuna vile.
Just pause it. Wow, that is Brayo right there akiwa pale the Real House, akiwa pale the Disco Matanga. Sasa Brayo, let me ask you, ni nini unapenda sana about role yako hapo hivyo kwa insurance kwa hiyo Disco Matanga?
Overall on Disco Matanga ama overall?
Sana sana hiyo Disco Matanga as a project.
Okay. One thing I love about the role ni juu inanifanya ikuwe so easy. Like it's not hard to deliver the character. Because this is the character I've played on and on, as I've said, the Brian character. Because ni kama the Brian character was brought on Disco Matanga, but now a different version of now the Francis, the insurance guy. So it's easy for me to get into character easily. And also, again, when trying to
Yep. Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Yes.
Umenipata?
Yes.
You
Now,
can.
you can hear me? Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow, great. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are just starting on the first segment of the show, and there we are. We want to start on the first segment of the show, the weekly report live. Now, this is the current news. Now, on the first story that we have tonight, now the Meru County has a new governor. The former, actually right now we can say the former deputy governor, anaitwa Isaac Mutuma, now has taken over as the Meru governor. That is after the courts actually upheld the impeachment of Kawera Mwangaza. You know, she was impeached by both houses and the Senate, but then now the courts were coming in from time to time. But then now this time round, the courts are not going to save Kawera Mwangaza, and the impeachment was upheld. And manze, things moved so fast, so fast. It was just juicy, and pop, tunaingia hivi Monday kama swearing ingine imefanyika. Some people tried to go to court to try and challenge that, and then I was like, the guy who's actually swearing in him is a judge. Just in case you forgot. Anyway, now this is how it was. This is how it felt. Wakiwa pale, wakiwa swearing inafanyika. Let's look at this.
We're going to sign 3 copies. One of the copy will be retained by the governor. The other one will be given to the Council of Governors. And one will be in the custody of the Chief Registrar of the Judiciary. So they are now signing this.
Hey! Wait! Say!
That happened so fast. That happened so fast, I'm telling you. And the Meru people seemed to be very, very happy and excited. That is the gist about it. What? The Meru people felt they were happy. They were actually happy.
Okay, let me say something about this video.
Yes. Just hold on.
Okay.
Let's hear let's see. Akichukua acceptance speech yake.
Serve the people and the Republic of Kenya in the office of the Governor of Meru County, and I shall diligently discharge my duties.
Wow. You wanted to say something, Brayo?
Yes. So,
yes.
Kwanza unajua umekuwa ni kama umekuwa surprise sana ati imehappen so fast waje. Wacha nikwambie Faraji. Mambo ya town uwezani nayo. Mchezo wa town.
Umesema sisi ni hatujui.
Ni noma. Wewe ndio ujui. Vitu zinachezwa behind the scenes ndio uelewi. Utakuja jua siku moja ukijua mambo ya jiji. Sasa hii kitu actually mimi nilianza kuiona last year. Hii motion ya impeachiwe but it never came to pass until today. Unaona? But mimi kulingana na mimi maoni yangu mimi naona hivi. Hii kitu ilikuwa so utapata tu kuna wale wasi hakuwa na favor. Unajua hii gava ndio ingizo pale lazima kuna mali na favor. Yes. Lazima ufavor mpe fulani. Yes. Juu mboka si ya wananchi anymore. It's about now the institution, the higher institutions. Unaelewa?
Oh.
So ukiona mboka inacheza hivyo unapata kuna venye mdenge kuna venye ameimpichiwa na design yenye imetake so long, alafu all of a sudden cause hii ni kitu mdenge alikuwa kuna time alikuwa amepita kama niliona vitu zangu.
Yes.
But now sasa hii ametolewa. So hizi ni mambo tu za mambo za state and all that. Lazima pia kichele itembee. Nasitaki kutaja majina.
Tusitaje majina.
Sitaki kutaja majina. Watu wao unajua vile kuna go. Silikaa tu vile tu ile story ya nini ili happen. Ile tu reshuffle ya cabinet ili happen, unaona?
Yes.
From just nowhere, no consultation, no nothing, ni press meeting tomorrow ni pap. Tumeleta mse huyu atoke uende home. Ni hivyo tu. So ni mchezo wa town.
Wow.
So mimi nasema tu ni huyu mama yenyewe alijaribu. Na saa zingine mimi husema hivi, unaona hii gava yetu ya especially ya saa hii. Are we in the uko the 5th mbona nasemanga for August whatever.
Yes.
Fourth what? Ukikuwa mzuri ndio unapigwa vita. Unaona? Ukiangalia maslahi za wananchi na ile design yenye unapiga job yako poa, mboka yako poa, ndio hawataki. Wanataka like favor ikuwe on the other side. Kuiba kichele itembee.
Bas. So wewe una feel ni kama kitu what sold out former governor Kawira Mwangaza is that hakukuwa anafanya kazi vizuri na wale wengine ambao wako juu yake.
Mimi sijasema, ni wewe unasema.
Allegedly. Now,
allegedly.
Now, guys, let's revisit.
But that's the sad part, actually.
Okay. Me according to me, but let's revisit some of Meru's problems. Mimi, as whatever MC Allandoz is saying, that is your own opinion. But mimi pia mimi niko na opinion yangu. Mimi naona some of the problems were some people are feeling that this guy was one of his problems. This is Brayo. Brayo is the husband to Kawira Mwangaza. Someone is laughing at me. He's the husband to Nini. He was a musician. You know, this guy ensured that every time governor alikuwa naimbiwa kwa concerts za governor, kulikuwa na wasanii. Nyinyi mlikuwa Wameru, mlikuwa mnataka nini? What else did you want? Mko na mtu ambaye anawaimbia, problems zenu zinapungua. Mama anashughulika, mzee wana entertain. Na nyinyi mko hapa mnaleta mashida mingi sana. In fact, they really disturbed Brayo, the husband to Kawira Mwangaza, until this is what he said at one point. This is what he said. Play.
Ambalo limenifinya sana pia. Governor alipochaguliwa alipatiwa official residence. Official residence ni kumaanisha ni kama ile state house rais amepewa. Kwa hivyo imesemekana pia, kwa maana mimi sio mwajiriwa wa serikali na sijachaguliwa kwa kura, mimi sifai kulala ile residence. Sasa mimi hata mahali pa kulala imebindi ile nyumba ambayo tulijenga na gavana yetu ya bao pale ndio nafaa kwenda kulala, kwa maana sasa sifai kulala official residence because I'm not an official of the government. So ni kwa hisani, kwa maana nimeona yale mambo yameandikiwa barua ya EACC. Ningependa EACC wanisaidie nijue mipaka yangu, wanisaidie nijue kama nafaa kulala katika lile boma la serikali, nielewe kama nafaa kubebwa na lile gari la gavana wakati tunaenda mahali. Kwa hivyo ningeomba EACC wanisaidie pia mikutano, nielewe ni mikutano gani official ambayo ningefaa kuwa natumia, kwa maana sasa mpaka hapo imefika mimi nimeona napitia ile inaitwa GBV, gender based violence. Kwa hivyo gender based violence sio ya wana.
Now you see, I mean guys, you cannot do that. Governor Mwangaza and the husband campaigned, walikuwa na plan vizuri sana. They had a roadmap, they had a manifesto, they had their everything figured out. And then they come in. You guys are confusing this guy. He doesn't even know where to sleep. He doesn't know which car to drive in. Hajui hata alale state house ama silale state house Meru. Sasa mnasumbua gavana bure. Nani Allandoz, hata kama nisumbua gavana. Ilikuwa mmoja mpaka tajuma mahali pa kulala.
Kwanza jamaa ameangusha kikosi. Ameangusha, disappoint. Buda hapo sijai hii nimesikia leo. So issue yake ni mahali ya kulala. Gari.
Alisema hata ngari ajui hapo, ngari ajui gari anafaa kwenda nayo. Sasa EACC ikuje muonyeshe ngazi ambaye anafaa kufanya ni gani. Anafaa jurisdiction yake iko wapi? I know what's the funny thing is actually that was the funny part of it is that I'm like, was he actually expecting EACC to come and tell him sasa unafaa ulale na bibi yako pale?
Exactly, because this is a public office. Mambo ya nyumbani hiyo ni kando, ni mambo yenu. So how do you come on media to start saying that umeambiwa usilale huko? Hii ni mambo ya nyumbani, mambo ya jikoni huko msot kwenye. Wewe ushaiona Ruto amekuja kuongelea juu ya bi Rachel amefanya nini?
Wapi?
ama Sakaja ameongelea this is ameangusha kikosi.
But
Again, my question is,
yes,
so by virtue that anafaa kulala kwa ofisi ya Kawera ni because he's the husband to the governor.
no,
That is the virtue.
alisema hata nyumba ajue alale nyumba because kuna State House ya Meru, na State House ya Meru aliambiwa hizo lalo kwa sababu yeye si mfanyikazi wa serikali.
So he's not even in office ajui, but by virtue ni bibi ya governor, ni bwana wa governor.
Exactly. So now is it a problem because if mwanaume ameelektiwa kama governor, huyo mwingine anaitwa first lady. Sasa first gentleman,
lady, yeah.
They're supposed to be having the same treatment.
But kwani before Kawera akuwe governor walikuwa wanaishi wapi? Si alale huko mahali walikuwa wanaishi.
Wow.
Because this is a government property.
Brian just Allandoz just chose violence.
No. I'm not speaking. I'm not choosing violence. I'm just trying to imagine. Kwanza vile ametumia jina gender based violence.
But hold it right there.
Hata ameharibu.
Hold it right there. Maybe this is the reason why alitumia hiyo gender based violence. Ukiangalia picha yake hapo, yeye ni mtu ambaye alikuwa na support governor. Unaona mpaka na mbebea kibeti. Na mbebea governor kibeti, akienda hapa na mbebea kibeti. You know? Ni mtu alikuwa na support governor vizuri sana. So you
alisim.
Hapo
amesim. Walikuwa na sim mbaya.
So probably Brian also joins the very many people in Meru who think this guy was actually the problem. But still, I always say, sometimes politics has shown me how people should stick to each other, no matter what. Kufa dereva, kufa makanga, I am with you together. Because the guy was a musician and they were showing love. They were loving each other. Romance ilikuwa inakamata. Na wakati some senators wengine hapa kina Mundigi walikuja kaanza kuleta maneno, he brought out his musicianism. His musicianism. Na kaamua nitawanyorosha. And this is how one of his diss tracks actually went.
Oh, Senator Chelagai, Senator Mundege, Senator Kaduri, sikiza haya. Senator Mundigi, Senator Kaduri, musikize haya. Haibu kwenu, mulikuja Meru.
Actually, the people who are dancing.
Mkatishia heti.
Okay, hii mwiti
Meru haina ngavana, eti Kawera sio ngavana. Kama Kawera sio ngavana basi, kesho asubuhi mapema, nani atakuwa katika hiyo ofisi ya ngavana akisign makaratasi?
You know, when you were singing that part, you didn't know that today would come. Wow. But anyway, Mama, you did your best. Ulifanya kazi nzuri sana. Kwa wale ambao waliona, kwa wale ambao kuona ni sawa. Sasa now they have a chance to rectify, because now we have the new governor who is Isaac Mutuma. Isaac Mutuma actually was also a churchman, was also a reverend. He was also a reverend. You didn't know that? He was also a reverend. And apart from that, he served at the Methodist Church of Kenya in different areas. Mutuma was a senior officer at the Kenya Prisons Officer pia. So alikuwa mtu pia alikuwa amechapa mbili tatu hapa kule. So the incoming governor is also pursuing, also a student, is pursuing master's degree in governance and ethics at Mount Kenya University. So Mount Kenya University mko na governor. Hawakumbuke kwa mengi. Yeah,
hawakumbuke
kwa mengi.
Yes. Yote tisa pia naweza sema hivi,
Yes.
There's something called a political career. When you're vying for such seats, especially top seats, before you even start vying, try to be groomed, at least groomiwa kidogo uanze kuelewa how these things work. Because now if you start bringing family issues into public space, that's where you go wrong. No?
Was it a grooming issue? Was it a grooming issue, or is it an electorate issue?
Well, growing in the sense that kuna vitu fai kusema mbele ya media. Kuna vitu za familia. Wewe leo kesho kama useme unajua sijachelewa juu bibi yangu alininyima hapo nipikie chakula so nimechelewa, but don't worry guys, I am here to represent you.
Yes.
Those are things that you need to be told, because even not in just in government but even in workplaces. Your issues are unawacha kwa kitu unakuja unapiga mboka yako. You've been in the corporate world, Kafaraji, si ndio?
Yes.
At any point, at any given point, have you ever told your boss ati unajua sijakuja job jana juu unajua pigana na bibi ama sijui mambo tulikuwa nazo kwa nyumba. That's your issue.
Yeah, you'd be fired almost immediately. Yeah, that's true.
You'll be fired.
That's
and actually that just shows incompetence. Like you don't even deserve to hold anything in office. You're even shaming the governor herself. In fact, shaming on the governor's side. High Excellence.
Well,
why would you even allow? Yeah, you know. Even the High Excellence yourself hawezi sema kitu kama hiyo in public on a microphone.
I agree with you, but I also challenge also the electorate. Next time when you're electing people, coming 2027, we also need to do a research. We get to know who is this that we are giving office. Yeah. No, so that don't vote emotionally. We vote knowing huyu ni mtu anakanga hivi. Kama anaweza, kama hawezi. Now, just Allandoz, hold it right there so that we move to the next story. Now, the next story we are talking about mambo ya kanisa tena. Here is the Archbishop of the Anglican Church of Kenya, that is SK. Yesterday, he banned politicians. He banned politicians from speaking in pulpit and also from announcing the amount of the sadakas they give. Some call it donations, some call it contributions, some call it sadakas. Whichever way, he announced and he said, and he actually gave an order to all the dioceses, across the country that new law, that new rule is actually enforced. He is just giving his directions.
We have already declared, and we want to declare today, that giving in the Anglican Church will not be announced. Just give as God directs you to give. For what we give to God, we don't have to tell human beings what we have given him. We ask now the teams that have been given opportunity to come forward. The rest you'll be giving in the tents and in the boxes that are designated. When the time comes for acknowledging all those who have come, we will do that. But also I want to give direction that from today on henceforth, in any Anglican congregation, and I thank God my bishops are here, there will be no opportunity for any political leader to have a speech in the church.
That is what he said right there. Let me ask you, una feel kama the mainstream churches are actually cracking the whip properly on the politicians?
Kudos to him. That is the first man, a man of God, mwenye truly amego according to the word. Because church imegeuka sasa imekuwa ni kitu ya trade. Unaget?
Yeah.
Now, especially when I mean trade, I mean politicians. We all know the game. Unajua why they are doing it. Okay? Why would a whole president go donate money in different churches every Sunday, like nasikianga in every after each Sunday anaweza tembelea hata almost 5 or 7 churches or even 10 in a Sunday, one Sunday, and anadonate pesa.
Actually,
so you ask me
question ingine pia ni why only churches? I think that's one thing I would want to ask the Kenya Kwanza government. Why do you force your hand in churches? I mean, if it's a matter of having a collection of people, you can still find these people in different places. You can find them in chamas, you can find them in corporate events, you can find them in clubs. But why why just churches? That's the part I don't understand.
Sitaki kutumia hiyo jina but ni hivyo kuko. Wewe unajua chenye inamaanisha bro.
And now, again, still, I totally understand you. And then now, even apart from that, unapata, this issue really went on so hard. Yani, walishtuka because at that time, kwa hiyo location in that church, it was actually at St. Stephen because it was a consecration of another bishop. So, the leaders from the divide found themselves in one spot. There was a Team Munyoro side and a Team Kenya Kwanza side. And that statement even made watu ya baba na watu wa Munyoro waanze consult. You see there, that is MP, Makadara MP, George Allandoz, consulting with former deputy president, Rigathi Gachagua, like, yani tumekatazwa kabisa, yani hatutaongea. Well, unconfirmed news states that there was supposed to be a higher dignitary. Wanaitwanga high state person, ama what? They were supposed to be actually, yes, they were supposed to be a higher dignitary who was to come to the event. But the moment the former deputy president came in, all the security that was there in that church were actually recalled. They were actually recalled, and that dignitary did not come out. He did not show up. So people don't know, in this, the kind of security that was there is only accorded to two people in this country: the president and the deputy president. But once the former deputy president came in, they were out. That is how the people like George Allandoz, the MP, the people like the governor of Nairobi, Johnson Sakaja, were actually at the event together with the former deputy Rigathi Gachagua. Well, that was just politics. It played out. Na nani alijua kumbe Archbishop alikuwa na zake, alikuja akawanyorosha wote vizuri.
Akawaambia ukweli.
Akamaliza.
Unajua kitu moja Faraji?
Yes.
Aliwa malo.
Aliwa finish kumalo. Now,
church ni sacred.
That's true.
Church ni sacred. Na church ni place wase wanaenda kuworship. Pale ni mali unaenda kunyenyekea, unaambia Mungu ni aje, nimekuja kuworship, nimekuja kukuletea shida zangu, nimekuja kukuambia asante, na nimekuja pia kukupatia offering yangu, na yani basically you're going to meet God. Because wanasemanga where or two people are gathered, there is the presence.
Yes. Oh, sorry, we've lost Alan. We've lost MC Allandoz there. But then now, as he was saying, where 2 or 3 people are gathered, God is there, and that is what he's actually saying. That we should just let church be church. For me, that is a question I want to know. Why just churches? You can get this congregation, you can get this crowd elsewhere. Just go for rallies or something of that sort. Why just churches? And it's also churches. Well, the mainstream churches actually trying, Catholic, Anglican, they're trying to really have politicians toe the line. But when it comes to the other ones, wale ni akina, the Protestants na wale wengine, there is a big problem. And that is what the Reverend Tony Kiama actually stated last week. It was on this show. If you just go to the other show last week, we are going to show you that. All right. Sorry. Just pause it. Now, that was the Isaac Cheriot. Isaac Cheriot speaking at a meeting and insisting. Sorry. This was the senator. Senator Isaac Cheriot, Honorable Isaac Cheriot, was actually speaking. Sorry, I can hear myself.
Wetu walituambia hivi makaribuni, tusipojichunga tutawachia shetani atawale kupitia fitina na maneno ya uongo. Kama imefika pahali hata sadaka na harambee katika kanisa ati inafanyiwa kesi mpaka kwa magazeti na vyombo vya habari, mjue basi nyinyi kama kanisa lazima pia nyinyi msimame wima. Msiposimama wima, tutapimiwa mpaka sadaka ile ambayo tunatoa kwa kanisa. Utakuwa unaambiwa usitoe, ama ukitoa ifanye hii na hii peke yake. Lakini kwa sababu sisi wengi wetu tulilelewa katika kanisa na tunajua umuhimu wa kutoa.
All right. That's what he says. Walelewa kanisa na wanajua umuhimu wa kutoa. So he actually insisted that even them they should be given a chance. But still my question still remains, why only the church? That's a big question. Once I get the answer to that question, I'll be very, I would appreciate. Now, I think we have Brian back. Please, Allandoz, just turn on your video so that we're able to see you. Moving on to the next story. Now, this is a bit of I would say confusing story. I don't know how to feel about this personally. I don't know how to feel about this. But then this is a story about Margaret Nduta, a Kenyan.
Can we recap kindly? Can we recap too on the that's the need before we go to the next topic?
That was Senator Cheruiyot insisting, and he says that wao walifundishwa kwamba lazima they give in kanisa. Mbona mnawakataza?
Okay, unanisikia?
Yes, I can hear you, Allandoz. Go ahead.
Okay, sawa. So unajua church wanatumia wase vulnerable because wanajua ni watu wamekuja kusika presence ya God, na wanajua the end of the day tukikuja pale tutasikizwa. Pastor atakuja kufanya ile kitu, unaona? Na mapasta sasa wanaongwa in that order so that pia hao waweze kupewa kakitu. But unasikia issue ni unakuja ku blackmail pasi, unampea 20 million na una pledge another 100 million ndio kuja kuongelelea agenda zako za Kenya, but au deliver. Then what is the point of coming to church to give out money, and yet your agenda is not even something to do with Christ or salvation? Ni tutafanya, tutatenda, tumepanga, tumeona, unajua?
Yes.
That is irrelevant. And it's so shameful, and of course, for any pastor or apostle or a bishop kukubali such money just because the politicians want a platform so that they can pick out their agendas, which is irrelevant and useless. But the vulnerable people ni watu wa kanisa, because watakuwa kusema okay, amen, we hear you. Doesn't make sense.
Some pastors will tell you, Bible inasema the wealth of the wicked are ours for grabbing.
Exactly. And ukiangalia poa, most even politicians they target churches and matanga.
Yes.
Funeral. Wakisikia kuna matanga mahali wanakimbia. Unaona? They don't, it's so unfortunate. Hata ujui mwenye amekufa ni nani, wewe umekuja tu marehemu, pole sana kwa msiba. Sasa zingine it was surprisingly kuna matanga. Nadia alisemaga hii issue ati kuna ma-MP wanaendanga ma politician wanaendanga matanga na wajui hata mwenye amekufa. So mmoja akasema mama tumekuwa na yeye before aage, ndio akaambiwa sio mama, ni mzee. Kwa sababu hata hajui. You know, and the whole agenda is not even about what's the word?
Kusaidia ama yes. Ama kuomboleza.
Kuomboleza hiyo jina. Kwa kumone hiyo. Ni agenda yako tu nataka kuweka. Na kutukanana. Mliona juzi na nyali alisema hivi, nataka nimwambie. So ni platform natafuta ndio ni agenda zenu. Unfortunately.
Well, that's unfortunate. That's quite unfortunate. Now, moving forward, the story about that we were just talking about, a Kenyan citizen by the name Margaret Nduta, who's found herself in a problem, in a rather very, very serious problem, in a faraway country called Vietnam. Now, Vietnamese are no jokes. In that country, they actually have a very serious law against drugs. Now, Nduta was caught with a bunch of drugs, cocaine to be specific, right? Cocaine to be specific. And in that country, cocaine is a no-go zone. It's a no-go zone. Now, she's been sentenced to death by lethal injection. Now, the Kenyan government has tried to really reach out to the Vietnamese government. That is through the Permanent Secretary for Foreign Affairs, Honorable Korir Singhoei. Tried to reach out to the ambassador and to the Foreign Affairs Minister of Vietnam to try and see an amicable way of handling this issue. And that is because of how the issue of death penalty in Kenya is a bit of a sensitive issue. Actually, in the laws of the country, death penalty is not actualized. So when you're given a death penalty, it results to life imprisonment. So you will not really die, like you'll not be really killed, but it will result to life imprisonment.
Life sentence.
Yeah, life sentencing, basically. That's the word, Alan. Thank you for that. Let me ask you, Allandoz, do you really see the Kenyan government getting anywhere with this?
Kwanza, first and foremost, na niseme pole kwa masaibu ambayo amepata msichana wetu. It is so it shouldn't have happened that way, because again, hakuna mtu ako na right ya kutoa uhai ya mtu mwingine just because amefanya makosa. We all sin in different ways, but nobody, as much as it's the law and everybody has to follow the law, but I feel it was a bit harsh on her. Makosa imefanyika, but even God said, hata kama wewe ni mtu wa kwanza kufanya makosa, be the first one to cast the stone. Everybody's a sinner. The best they could have done is just, as you've said, mrudishe kwao, afanyiwe less life in sentence, na aendelee tu kuserve kifungo chake kuliko kumuua. I saw something today. There was something that was circulating. Wakasema it is unfortunate that hawawezi rudi nyuma. So actually today, sijui saa 2 ndio anafaa kuwa na face hiyo nini yake. So they've nothing, they can't do anything about it. So whether with the Ruto has spoke, because I saw Mheshimiwa Jalango speak, Babu Owino akaongea. A lot of people talked, but the law still remains the law. They've said abadan kata, turudi nyuma. She has to go.
That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. If it has to go that way, it will be very unfortunate to the family. But yeah, such is life. Such is life. Now, moving on to the next story. This gentleman here, our former governor of Nairobi City County, former senator of Nairobi City County, anaitwa Mike Mbuvi Sonko, has finally been elected. He is elected again as a patron.
Drums rolling.
As the patron of Tuk Tuk and Boda Boda. As actually, I missed the word, unanimously elected as the patron of the Boda Boda and Tuk Tuk Transport Cooperative Union of Kenya. Sasa watu ya Tuk Tuk, Boda Boda yote nchi mzima, combined association zao zote ambazo ziko under hii cooperative union, sasa patron wao ni the former governor of Nairobi, Mike Mbuvi Sonko. Hivi ndio walienda kwake. Yes. Unaona? Allandoz, let me ask you, before I actually write off this move, remember, this union has 2.5 million across the country, Boda Boda and Tuk Tuk operators. 2.5 millions. Now, is it by any way a political crazy move, or ni Sonko sasa anajaribu kutafuta kitu ya kufanya now that is now can't be elected for any other elective position?
Your guess is as good as mine. I feel is part of a CSR. CSR thing. Ni kama tu ile nini yake alikuwa anafanya ya nini Sonko Rescue Team, yeah, while he was governor. Okay?
Yes.
But having said that, najua Sonko ni mtu mwenye anajali sana maslahi za mwananchi, common mwananchi. Unaona, ni mtu anaelewa, hata mnaonanga vitu anafanya, that even the government can't do. So ni mtu ana roho ya kusaidia, na ni mtu anajua na represent watu wa chini. So that is a good move. But either way, if it's something to do with CSR, that's also good. Kudos at the end of the day, bora represent wase wa Tuk Tuk na wase wa nini. Wa Mombasa wanasema mheshimiwa wa bajaji na daradara Bwana Mike Mbuvi Sonko leo amewasili akatuambia ya kwamba atatutetea maslahi yetu. So it is a good move, and you see Sonko has been in that business for a while. Alikuwa amerun, I think alikuwa if you've ever heard, alikuwa na
Yes.
matatu, I think
Buruburu.
Buru.
Yes.
Buru
Yes.
So being in the industry, anaelewa how changamoto za hawa wasee and how the nini run. So kudos to him if it works well and good, but if the government will be against him, it will be so unfortunate. But that's a good move.
Okay.
Kimbia nayo, saidia wananchi.
That's a good move. Now, you say. Now, to more of beautiful stories. Congratulations, Harambee Starlets under 17 for the good job. Mulituangia wanaitwa kina nani? Uganda jana actually. Mulionyorosha 3-0. That was very, very good. Congratulations. And this is actually how it was. Yeah, let's just see.
Kenya tuangalie kama wako na sharpness in front of the goal. Naletwa ile! Of the goal. Kenya tuangalie kama wako na sharpness in front of the goal. Naletwa ile!
Very nice. Very nice. Allandoz, you feel like how do you feel about this? Starlets, right now they're waiting to take on Cameroon after walichapa Uganda 3-0. Is football coming back alive in this country? National football.
Unfortunately,
bado kidogo.
Unfortunately, was it televised? Acha nianzie hapo. Was it nationally televised that now we are celebrating Kenya winning?
I think it wasn't advertised very well.
It wasn't advertised. Now that is the question. I think you have the answer because we are on our own. I think is Nani still there? Yes, Ababu.
No.
Because clearly this is doing
right now.
After yametoka.
Who is the CS for sports? Salim Mvurya? I think Salim Mvurya, I think so. Yes. I think Salim
Exactly.
Mvurya. Yes.
Do you know him? Me, I even don't know him. Not because of ignorance, but ni nini anafanya. By now end angekuwa na raise your flag kusema ni aje kutoka nipewe hiki nini, umeona vile Kenya tunafanya. Tunaenda mbele. Kwa hivyo tusonge na hiyo. Nothing. We are on our own.
All right. Now we
strive on.
We try. We keep trying. Now, President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, is at it again. This time round, his pen has actually fallen on the Voice of America. The Voice of America is Voice of America is still primarily a radio station was set up during the World War II to counter Nazi propaganda. It says it currently reaches hundreds of millions of people globally each week. Let me tell you. But then now, for Trump, he was not very happy because he says that it is not salvageable. And they also used to throw shade at him back then. They were anti-Trump and they were radical. So that is part of his mission with the Doge, who is technically the president of the United States of America or co-president of the United States of America, Elon Musk. Now, it's part of their missions to cut down bureaucracy in government and to cut down unnecessary expenditure in government. Now, so it's crazy, but at least now, thank God we know. Now, moving on. Raila Amolo Odinga and the president of Kenya, His Excellency William Ruto, actually signed an MOU some few weeks ago that brought the two parties together, that is UDA and ODM, not to form a coalition, but to work together to make sure that this country does not fall apart. And right now, Raila has actually come out and says very well that history ya kusema sio ati Ruto aende. Aende wapi? This is actually a question that I once asked. I asked someone this question. That, for example, and I'm going to ask Alan, Allandoz. For example, right now, that if Raila came on the side of Amunyoro and started insisting that Ruto must go, Ruto must go, Ruto must go, do you think you're going to have it that easy? Do you think it will just happen easily like that?
What happened?
Now, this is what happen. Now, hold it right there. This is what Raila said. Honorable Raila said.
Nani ifanyike mbeleni pale, Ruto aende aweke Gachagua. Sasa Ruto aende, Kindiki aende, abaki pale. Baadaye Kindiki aende, weke mtu mwingine. Hakuna haja. 2027 itafika. Lakini Wakenya wako na shida, mpaka ya shida yatatuliwe sasa, sio siku nyingine. Hatuwezi kupiga siasa miaka 5 yote mfululizo. Nchi haiwezi kuendelea mbele. Maanake mkiweka nchi katika hali ya kampeni, kelele mingi zaidi, kuna kazi inafanyika. Mpaka kuwe na wakati ambaye kazi inafanywa. Alafu baadaye tunarudi tena kwa kampeni. Si namna hiyo?
All right. Is it a good thing that actually Raila Amolo Odinga went in to join President Ruto and to try and stabilize the country? Allandoz.
Oh, nimemaliza.
Oh, sorry. Was it a good thing? Was it a good thing? At the end of the day, was it a good thing?
Let's check it. Betrayal in the City. Have you ever watched that movie?
Allandoz, my question is, acha nikuulize swali.
Acha nikuulize swali. To betray mbaya.
Ni sawa, but acha nikuulize swali. Baba angeenda join Naruto. Angeenda join na kina Rigathi Gachagua. Pamoja na kina Eugene Wamalwa, Kalonzo Musyoka, Martha Karua, nani wote wa form opposition. Wakuja waseme Ruto must go. It is 2 years, about 2 years into this new government, about another 2 years into the next general election. Ukiona hii kitu ingeka nchi kwa situation gani? Because
angejiridi.
Kenya Kwanza haija nini? Haijamaliza tamu yake.
But ujue kitu kwanza unafaa ujue hatuna opposition. Hiyo ndio kitu ya kwanza. We don't have an opposition. We don't have. Hawa wakina Rigathi, hao tu ni wakupiga tu serikali comebacks. Nani akiongea anampiga comeback. So what actually Rigathi advantage yake ni because now he's the truthful man. Anajaribu kutuambia vitu zenye zilikuwa zina happen. But wakati alikuwa kwa gava, he was still side of Ruto. And that is politics for you. But again, as you said, if wangeshikana, now the truthful man, Agwambo, Kalonzo, nani Wamalwa, na Waititu, mwenye kosaia conductors. At least ingekuwa we now tungeform a good opposition. Now opposition is part of the constitution. Inakubalika, nakosoa ka serikali. That way ingekuwa poa tungejiredeem. But because ameamua kuingia mrengo, baada ameingia mrengo ya Kenya Kwanza, ametukosea. So anajua anaangalia tumbo yake. Na already kitu imoja ni we are not surprised because already sisi si mafala. We are not stupid. Anaongelesha mafala. But tunajua voters card yangu ndio itaongea hiyo siku ya 2027. So saizi wacha aseme aende wapi. It is me to decide.
Okay.
And you.
Okay. Wewe mwenye naongelea 2020.
And the Gen Z.
Yes, sawa. Now that you actually mentioned that you are the one to decide, me and you and the Gen Zs in 2027, probably. Let me just burst your bubbles. Probably. Let me just burst your bubbles because just before I burst your bubbles, this nation, Daily Nation is actually under fire for this statement that was really making rounds over the weekend into today. That Raila Odinga said, I saved President Ruto from a military coup. Now, that brought him so much heat across the country that even DOD itself, through the press secretary, I'm a public communications officer. And then that statement was actually sent out by the current CS, Soipan Tuya, that there is nothing like that Royla said. NTV said that they had what we call, they had an exclusive interview with Raila Odinga, and that's why he said it. But then clearly it looks like they're not able to prove it. So DOD has said nothing like that happened, and they're actually blaming the nation, Daily Nation, for spreading lies and rumors. Nothing of the sort happened. The Jeshi, the military of Kenya, was not planning to stage a coup to the current president. So there was no saving that happened. All right? That is the statement as from the DOD. Now, as you think that was just it, now to answer my fellow brother here, MC Allandoz na Gen Z na sisi ambao tunangojea 2027. Now the current PS, Raymond Omolo, had to say this about the MOU ambayo UDA na ODM had some few weeks ago. What 2027? Ndio hii jibu yenu.
His Excellency, the President, 1 week ago, signed a memorandum of understanding with the party leader of ODM, the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, and they have agreed on working together. What we must take out of that is that they are giving us a good opportunity to push this country forward. We are not leaving any part of this country behind. And this would be the way to go, not just up to 2027. It will be the way to go up to 2032.
Yes. MC Allandoz,
Unajua hiyo ni yeye amesema. Ni opinion yake. Nakumbuka ukianza show ulisema hiyo kila mtu ako na opinion ya. So ni amesema. Uzuri sisi tuko na na yetu.
Miaka ni ngapi?
5. 10. Amesema ngapi? 2032.
32. 32 after 27, yes. 32.
Kwa hiyo utakuwa na miaka ngapi bro?
Watu nitakuwa hata Kiara ndio ishakuja sasa, itakuwa ime land properly. Wale ambao wanangojea 2027, haya. Keep waiting. Akina Allandoz, keep waiting. Now,
but you see, sorry. Yes. Unajua, as much as it looks like it's so easy that he's just saying it, but pia sisi tunafaa tujiangalie, tujiulize, these people, as much as wana to manipulate, is it right? It is now in our hands.
Okay.
Hii Kenya ni yetu sasa. Imebaki kwa mikono yetu. We need to do something, because if we don't do it 2027, we are doomed. Ni hayo tu kwa sasa.
Bas. Now,
so jitokeze 2027, kura yako.
Well said Allandoz. Now, the president of America again, okay, the first time I spoke about the other president, now I'm speaking about this other president, Elon Musk, who is in quote, the president of United States of America. I'm just wondering, how powerful should you get as an individual to a point you can actually have your son walking around with the president of the United States of America? Yani mtoto yako anatembezwa you see the way we were being taken and being walked around by our uncles. Yani hivi ndio anatembezwa.
Mimi nilitembezwa kwa nyasi baridi.
Now this is how the president of the United States walks around with the president actually it's the other president. The Dodge guy, Elon Musk, no, that is Elon Musk's son, having a stroll, having a good time with the current president Donald Trump. He's taking him to the Marine One. Yani wanatembea malaps, walikuwa wamekuja pamoja hapo wasign my executive orders zingine 2-3 hivi, you know, and then there we go. You know, at some point, he even pulled Biden when he was going to climb he was climbing the ladder ya kwenda hapo juu. Almost pulled one. But then, how powerful should you get? How powerful should you get? And one more question I'm just asking: where has Doge guy Elon Musk gotten with this government of the United States of America? Because look, he right now even takes his Tesla cars to White House. Takes for the president to choose. Which one do you want? Which one do you want? The one that will not blow up around in the streets. And now this was the president actually speaking about the kind of Tesla that he wants to buy. He had a choice.
Well, I'm going to buy, and I'm going to buy because, number one, it's a great product, as good as it gets, and number two, because this man has devoted his energy and his life to doing this. I think he's been treated very unfairly by a very small group of people. And I just want people to know that you can't be penalized for being a patriot, and he's a great patriot. And he's also done an incredible job with Tesla, and I mean, nobody else has a car company started up in the last 30 years that's been successful.
Okay. Now, that is him over there. That is him over there. I wonder where. I wonder sijui mali Elon Musk ameshika hii gava ya US, lakini tutakuja kujua very soon. We will know who is playing who, because something is just not adding up with this government.
I think pia ameona we. But you see, Elon Musk has been a big supporter, especially in his space, X.
Yeah, but then still, does it mean that a hold Nanivo the way I am hold?
Sasa hiyo si ni kulamba na lamba, because wewe unajua of course haina nani anaban vitu mingi. Si ameban USAID kutoa nini? Msaada. Ameban ARVs. Nini nyingine ameban? There's much more. So umse ameona hapa nisipolamba huyu jamaa na mimi ndo nilimkampeinia, lazima nimuonyeshe wewe ni aje mimi wako. Nilisimama na wewe. Twitter, we were number one in campaigning for you.
Sawa,
I hear you. Lazima ulambe.
I hear you. I hear you. Well, now, actually, I can't even believe that time is actually running out. Time is actually almost over. Now, let's just cross very fast into a story that I want us to pick up on. I want us to talk about the renowned actor. We had a renowned actor, Ghost. For those who watched Power, he was actually in the country just this past weekend, and he's called Omari Hardwick. He graced the grand opening of the HQ Kenya House at Tatu City, Kiambu County. So Omari is widely recognized for his role as James Ghost St. Patrick in the hit TV series Power. And he was greeted by a very vibrant and colorful reception. But alikaribishwa vizuri sana, mambo ilikuwa mzuri sana. In fact, even here, she was even having a good time with Susanna. Will you just play the video? So that, yeah, she was having a good time with our own songstress, musician wetu mwenyewe, Susanna Wio. They were having a good time. It was all very beautiful until something happened. Hardwick got himself into an interview where akaulizwa maswali ambazo hata mimi kidogo zilichanganya. I wonder which journalist that was. Lakini journalist mkimpata mwambie akuje tu.
Just the very last one. I know my followers would kill me if I didn't ask something on Power. So I asked a question on my Instagram. If people had the chance to speak to you, what would they ask you? So the Kenyan version of shooting your shot is saying Panda Kitanda. So they were saying
shooting your shot. What's the phrase?
Panda Kitanda.
Panda Kitanda.
Yeah. So they would want to hear you say Panda Kitanda.
Panda Kitanda.
Yeah.
Panda Kitanda. Always shoot your shot.
Yeah. Always Panda Kitanda.
Always shoot your shot. Always Panda Kitanda.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh God. Oh God. All right. Why? Wewe mwanahabari, why did you do that to our own celeb? Why? I mean, you see,
Githeri Media.
Githeri Media. Yes, exactly. Githeri Media. Because Omari Hardwick actually went into thinking it's a motivational something, you know? And then only to mean something very different. Panda kitanda. Jana panda kitanda. Anajua Allandoz do not even have a word to say on that, but then now guys, now on this one I want us to move to another segment. It's actually a new segment that we have on the show. Inaitwa sorry about that. It's a new segment that we have on the show inaitwa Biz Connect, and on the Biz Connect segment here, this is now where we want to be connecting people to their watu wa biashara wazuri ambao wanafanya biashara nzuri, biashara legit. I mean, so that you can actually get to know what you can get where. So this segment is for all business people out there, all entrepreneurs out there who want to speak about their business. This is their segment. And today we have the first person that we want to talk about on the Biz Connect here. Anaitwa Esther. No, let me just call her Khaleesi. Khaleesi is an artist. She's an artist ambayo yeye huchora. So sijui kama wanaitwa ngaje, wale wachoraji wa artist ambao wanachora wanaitwa aje? Artist ama drawers. Artist, yes, exactly. It's just the same name. She's an artist. She draws. These are some of her work. Look at that painting, that drawing rather. Look at that. I mean, oh, is that Professor Amo? Oh, that's some clean work. And we have Khaleesi here on the show. I would want Khaleesi to actually just come up on the show and just tell us about what she does. Khaleesi, can you hear me?
Hi, Faraji. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Great.
My name is Khaleesi.
All right, Khaleesi, tell us, when did you start drawing nicely like this?
Surprisingly, I started drawing as a kid, but I started drawing seriously during COVID time.
Okay. So how would you describe your work? This just go back and let's see some of the painting. Yeah. How would you describe your work?
So basically, I major in charcoal. Charcoal is black and velvet. Tukiwa Raima tulikuwa tunatumia graphite. I'm sure most guys know the HB pencils. So that is graphite. But I major in charcoal because I love black and white.
Wow. Who are your clients?
Everyone who is willing and able.
Support.
So anyone who is willing and able to support, that's your clientele.
Yeah.
Apart from just drawing and selling to different clients, you also teach. Tell us about that.
Yeah, Khaleesi is also a private tutor. I teach people. I can actually teach you how to draw.
No, don't trust me. Don't
The
trust
only
me that.
thing I need
Not
from
me.
you is passion. Sorry?
Me, I failed in arts and craft. Me, I don't think I can. Me, I don't think. Arts and craft, down. Yeah.
No. I can actually teach you how to draw. I'm a very good tutor. I promise you. You will love it. It's very fun and therapeutic. Hata ukiwa na stress haji.
Okay.
Hii kitu inamaliza tu mara once.
Some of the people you teach are also kids. I'm noticing that. Tell us, how is it? How is it different? How different is it to teaching kids how to draw compared to teaching to kama MC Allandoz how to draw?
Well, when it comes to talent, it has no age. You might find some kids doing better than adults. So when it comes to talent, actually I love kids because they're very obedient and they follow instructions.
Very
Watu
fast.
wakubwa ni vichwa ngumu kidogo.
Great.
Kama wewe.
Yeah, me, I would definitely disturb you. Tell us, to someone who would be interested in such drawings, what are the prices range?
Well, if you're interested in a drawing, that is a portrait, maybe a family photo, or maybe a graduation photo, or maybe you want to surprise your boo or your family friends, the range is from 15,000. But it depends with the number of people in the picture. The reason why the price is that, It's because the materials that I use are not from Kenya.
Okay.
And then the work is excellent and long-lasting compared to others.
Okay. So last question. What are some what is now again your charges for the ones who want to be taught how to draw? Is the price different for kids and for adults?
No, the price is the same. Sorry, if you're doing the whole course, it takes only 4 months.
No.
That is basics. So I only charge only 15,000 per month. But for those who are not available, maybe from Monday to Friday, they can come on Saturdays or maybe Sunday afternoons, and I charge 2,000 per session.
All right, good. Now, just before Allandoz gives us his parting shots, give us your contacts. How should people get you, to find you, if they want to buy and if they also want to be taught how to draw?
All right. Khaleesi School of Art is located at Ruaka town. And so for those who are interested in learning, that is where the studio is. And for those who are interested in buying the artworks and for drawings, you can find me online on Facebook at Khaleesi at Kenya, on IG at Khaleesi_Kenya. And you can also holler me via 0797157533.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Khaleesi. Thank you so much. Also, thank you so much for doing that. Keep doing what you're doing. And tunashukuru sana. And we hope that you get more clients. Guys, as you can see from the photos, this is a clean job. I personally, she's done one for me, and I totally loved it. She did one for me and as a gift, so it was very, very nice. So I would definitely recommend her. Thank you so much, Khaleesi. Now, Allandoz.
Thank you.
Thank you. Your parting shots as we close the show with inaitwa nini? History Today. Yes. Your parting shots.
Oh, okay. Good job, Khaleesi. Keep doing what you're doing, and inspiration to every person who looks up to you as an artist. Right?
Thank you.
Look forward also to maybe networking together and see how we can support each other. Because I'm also an artist, but now on the other end, artist. Yeah, ya usani. So maybe we can work together and see how we can lift each other. But good job.
Thank you.
Yes. Faraji, I want to take this opportunity to thank you for, being on this platform now to share some ideas and, of course, to people who are watching. And, of course, inviting me. So, asante sana. And whatever we've discussed, let's not take it lightly, because at the end of the day, it might look like, it's opinionated, but at the end of the day, it's up to us to agree whether we want to live this kind of life we want, or we want to take the country, the nation at large, to another level. Because mostly we've discussed about politics, leaders, and of course, sports and all that. But
oh, sorry, we've just lost Allandoz there as he was giving his parting shots. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the end of today's episode, I just want to leave you with the history today, so that we can have a bit of learning about what happened a few years back today. Now, on March 17th, 1992, South Africa took a historic step toward ending apartheid when a national referendum was held among white voters. An overwhelming majority, about 68%, voted in favor of President F.W. de Klerk's proposed reforms to dismantle the apartheid system and establish a multiracial democracy. This landmark decision marked a turning point in the country's history, paving the way for the formal negotiations that will eventually lead to the first democratic elections in 1994. It was a decisive moment that signaled the country's commitment to equality and justice, ending decades of institutionalized racial segregation and oppression. We are so glad. And now, if you did not know, now you know. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been the weekly report live this week. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much, MC Allandoz, for joining us. Thank you so much also, Khaleesi Arts. Please reach out to her. If you want a good, nice drawing like that to send as a gift to your loved ones, please reach out to her. Also, follow MC Allandoz on his social media handles. Follow him on Instagram, follow him on Facebook. Watch out his shows right now. He's been playing Wakili. Just ended season 2 ambayo imeisha ya Disco Matanga, and also The Real House of Kangware. Now he's also an MC. Please also reach out to him on his social media handles. If you have an event, a wedding, birthday, corporate event, I can tell you for sure MC Allandoz is going to handle everything and handle the event with utmost professionalism. I'm talking about someone that I've actually worked with before. So, Sister Jaba is something very true. So, thank you so much also for viewers for having us. Until next time, it's been me, Faraji Kevin. Let's meet, same place, same time, next week. It's been the Weekly Report live.